What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a word from the ancestor read for the sign of Aries. Okay, Aries, you guys are last on the week 3 zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle for you guys as far as your read seems to be a little bit of energy shifting just a bit. So I'm just going to shuffle a bit coming after Aquarius's read. Um, Pretty much got a little bit of downtime during the end of October coming into November. And the energy for week 3 signs was kind of up and down, and so that's why the readings towards the end of week 3 are a little bit spread out. Okay, and so like I told Aquarius, I always tell you guys to make sure you take some downtime and take care of yourselves. So I also lead that same sentiment, and so I also needed to get some downtime for myself. Plus, I do have a daytime job, so that was also kind of keeping me from keeping my schedule the way that I like it. And so that also, of course, takes precedent over this. I'm not getting paid to do this. This is me in my free time of just trying to provide some spiritual healing for everyone. But I also have to consider spiritually healing myself when need be. Okay. And so, with that being said, we are going to go ahead and cut the deck here for you guys as well. It's part of getting the energy together for you guys. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. So, pyramid formation now, if you are not familiar with it, okay? The second row here is 3 cards on the second row, focusing on what you want and not what you don't want, centering yourself around that. Okay. The third row is a row of 5 cards, focusing on the change that is occurring in your life right now or will be occurring in your life. Okay. Get in where you fit in when we get to this row, okay, and really anywhere within your reading. And then the last row is the 4th row. As far as progression, 7 cards, having the inner strength to deal with the changes that can be occurring as you move through your life one day at a time. The very center row of your pyramid is primarily focusing on your energy at this time, okay? This row right here. The right side of your spread is masculine energy, left side is feminine energy. We'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to see the overall outcome or any additional information. There are no other clarifiers, only one deck, okay? Aries, hope you don't mind possibly sharing your energy with other Aquarius placements. So while this is for Aries sun placements, there could be someone with Aries in their moon or their 8th house, okay, that may watch this reading. So I have to cover everybody. So that's why I say get in where you fit in, take what resonates, and pass the rest, okay? So with that being said, Aries, let's go ahead and get into your reading, okay? We're going to start with one on the top, which is the Knight of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Came up in Aquarius's reading, and I believe it was the first in the second row, okay? And so it could be someone, again, kind of just the same for you as it was for Aquarius, kind of bringing in some information or bringing something to your attention, some form of an offering. Could be, like I said, something of value. It could be something financial, okay? to kind of break the ice, if you will, but it's more mature and genuine. Okay. Um, Again, I feel the energy of icebreaker type vibe. Okay, a little bit, like I said, a little bit more genuine than a page. A page is usually just kind of piecemealing type of energy. Okay, so it's nice to see this Knight of Pentacles. Next, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is here. Again, the second row is focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. Okay. And kind of centering yourself around that. All right. As of right now, with this Ten of Wands, it seems like you have a lot of burdens on you right about now, Aries. You've probably been very busy. And so maybe this Knight of Pentacles is kind of coming in a sense of like, hey, I could offer to do something, for you because it seems like you've been really busy. Maybe I could take something off of your hands type vibe. Okay. And so it's nice to have that little bit of assistance. It may not be much, but if it's something that can kind of take one of these, um, take a burden off of your plate, or replace something, whatever the case may be, it is appreciated. Okay, or as it should be appreciated. All right. Seven of Wands is next. So Ten of Wands reducing to a Seven of Wands up underneath this Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So you could have been in a position of maybe defending yourself with being, super busy and not being able to do maybe some of the regular routine things that you've been able to do or were doing before. Okay. And so you are kind of, just maybe demanding in a sense or defending the reasonings why you're not going to always be there to do certain things. Okay. And so this is why this person possibly comes along and, apologizes or does some form of an offering. Okay. If it's something as simple as maybe not being able to, cook dinner, or being able to pick someone up because you're busy doing something else that's a little bit more important, they are going to have to learn how to do X, Y, and Z because you are tremendously busy. Okay. And so, also getting this kind of energy of maybe forgetting to do things a lot, Aries, because you're just that bogged down. And so you may need someone to remind you every now and again. Okay. And, just focus on hopefully not being too defensive, if you will, against someone who may have been asked to remind you of something. You asked them to remind you, they did that. You cannot be upset with them. Okay. So, be mindful of being a little bit defensive because you're kind of feeling ornery because you probably haven't been getting enough sleep. Okay. So let's move on to the next card, which is the Page of Wands. Okay. So all wand energy, fire energy, your energy, along with Sagittarius and Leo, a reduction in wands. So 10 of wands, 7 of wands, Page of Wands. Okay. Facing away, all of them in one direction, which is good. Okay. I like seeing that in the spread. And I like seeing the reduction of wands. So Page of Wands is pretty much, kind of settling down, minding the field, if you will, and metaphorically speaking. Okay. And just kind of refocusing on settling things a little bit and possibly getting some form of rest, possibly. Okay, with this Page of Wands coming up here. Okay, it is diagonal from this Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be a dynamic of two people coming together and saying, hey, let's offer some assistance in the best way that we can, while Aries is busy. Okay, so possibly, a good support system, possibly same as with with Aquarius. Okay, so let's move on to the next row, which is King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming out here on the outskirts. Okay, diagonal of this 10 of Wands energy. It's on your feminine side here, um, feminine energy side. So, King of Cups could also kind of be that, supporting uh, person in your life that is just, wanting to come and take those burdens off of you, as well. Aries is very mature, able to hold their emotions in just the same as Queen of Cups is, but at the same time being able to see things from a different point of view. Okay, may offer some type of advice, as far as seeing this ship here on the outskirts of them, about maybe getting away, for a little while, or planning a vacation in a sense. Excuse me, to help take some of these burdens off once everything has died down. Maybe, taking a little bit of a vacation, okay, is a suggestion that they may have. Next is the Nine of Cups here. Nine of Cups under the Ten of Wands. Okay, Nine of Cups under the Ten of Wands. Now, you could have water in your chart, okay? You don't have to, or you could be dealing with someone in that sign, but it's an honorable mention. Any signs that I do mention in your reading is always just an honorable one, okay? And so, being underneath this Ten of Wands, Nine of Cups, you're like, oh, I'm fine. You may be taking on, it could be you in this King of Cups energy, in the sense of, just going with the flow of things, okay? Which is a good place to be, but at the same time, you are still feeling a little bit burdened, okay? And so, but you feel secure within yourself as far as accomplishments, okay? Like, while things are very hectic and, you are very kind of bogged down or feeling overwhelmed, you are handling it the best that you can, with, in a sense of emotionally and mentally saying to yourself, but I'm getting things done. While it is hard, I'm still getting things done. So you could feel broken down on the inside, but you could be in this King of Cups in Nine of Cups energy of feeling very secure within yourself. You hide the fact that you are feeling overwhelmed because you are so successful in what you are accomplishing, or what you have been trying to accomplish for a while now. And it's more solace in seeing the upside to things, that you're actually pursuing your dreams, than, succumbing to this overwhelming feeling of having to do so much, okay? Because this is something that you truly wanted, okay? So let's move on to the next card, which is the Tower. Okay, the Tower coming up underneath the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so again, like I said, some form of, feeling defensive or having to defend yourself in some shape, form, or fashion because something transpires. Okay, it doesn't have to be the end of the world type thing when you see the Tower card. It could just be in reference to, um, again, the hectic lifestyle that you have, causing these overwhelming burdens, as the Tower is diagonal from the Ten of Wands. Okay. And so it could just be something in regards to that, of just having such a hectic lifestyle right now. Like I said, you're dealing well under pressure, but in the background, you are just having, some form of close to having a breakdown, in a sense. This center row is you and your current energy, at this time. And so you could be, like I said, on the defensive about certain things. It could be just, having to make, really hard judgment calls. Okay. It's something that you really don't like to do, but sometimes is quite necessary. Okay. So we have a Knight of Swords here following, which is underneath the Page of Wands. Okay, Knight of Swords with the Page of Wands up underneath, aiming towards this tower. Now, It is also diagonal from the Seven of Wands. I was feeling this energy of possibly, a fear that you may have, Aries, again, which was kind of stated during your week 3 reads, in regards to, I can't remember if it was your general read or heart's desire, in the sense of, and I think it might have been the heart's desire, in regards to maybe dealing with someone who is kind of speaking negative energy, and it's somewhat this feeling of a fear of feeling like you're going to lose everything in a sense. And again, it's not that that's going to happen, that's just the energy that I feel around this Knight of Swords with this Page of Wands being right in this area here. I'm like focusing on this like backwards L of the Seven of Wands to Page of Wands to Knight of Swords. Okay. um, in this tower being right here. So this 4 card dynamic here is giving me that vibe of a fear of losing something or having to start over because of something someone said. Okay. Um, and it could have been something of a simple mistake or a miscommunication, if you will. Okay, so you do have to possibly defend yourself on something. Okay, let's move on to the next card, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, which is on the opposite side of the King of Cups. Okay, again, like I said, while you may be going through this here, this Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands tower, you are very secure within yourself. You are maintaining the situation very well, whatever this tower is. Okay, and like I said, I don't feel like there is going to be a loss of anything. I think it's more so a fear of a loss, okay, and having to start over, but it's not that detrimental, okay? The reason why it's not so detrimental is because of the fact that I feel like you will be either you're in this King of for the twofold type of situation, you're in this King of Cups energy, you're very secure within yourself, and you make an offer of some sort to this Knight of Swords to die down the situation, okay? And that is something that we talked about, I believe, in your Heart's Desire reading. So if you have not watched it already, by all means, I would definitely suggest that you go and watch it. It could assist you if this has not transpired yet, okay? And that's the first fold of it. The second fold of it is, like I said, an offer from someone who is your support system, a significant other that sees how hard you're working, and feels like it's time for a break. And so they may offer that to you in the sense of, like I said, some form of a vacation, maybe getting away, even if it is a staycation of some sort, maybe sending the kids away so that way you can have the house to yourselves and really just kind of relax, okay, because of everything that has transpired once the dust settles. Okay, so let's move on to the last row here, which is the Strength card. Okay, Strength card. All right, Leo energy, your co-fire sign. Okay, and so that is diagonal from this King of Cups, coming from this Ace of Pentacles side. Okay, so it is on your feminine energy side. Strength card also came up for Aquarius, but it was over here where the Ace of Pentacles is. Okay, I do feel as though, again, you're going to have to tap into that co-fire sign energy from Leo, as you are progressing forward, and having, it's nice that it's heading off this last row of strength and progression. Okay, so with the change that has transpired or is about to transpire, you are going to have to continue to be strong within yourself, still keep this King of Cups, Nine of Cups energy of being proud of your accomplishments and the ability to handle things in a very calm manner. Okay, as much as you want to be in this Ten of Wands and be down on yourself about it, you are able to professionally handle yourself in a very diplomatic way, okay, to combat this Knight of Swords energy. Okay, And consider this Knight of Swords energy. It's not Page of Swords. This Knight of Swords energy where this person is somewhat secure within themselves, but they're missing a few things. Okay, so like I said, it could be a form of possible miscommunications, possibly not on your end, on this person's end. Okay, so we do have the Nine of Pentacles next. Okay, Nine of Pentacles underneath this King of Cups. Diagonal from the Nine of Cups, following this Strength card. This corner right here is again stability, security. Okay, Earth energy with the Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, you are very secure, not just in your accomplishments, but within yourself. Okay, you are very stable and secure underneath this King of Cups energy because you know what you know, okay, and you are very secure within yourself emotionally and mentally, okay. Physically, you could use a rest, okay, with this 10 of Wands. I keep referring back to that, okay. And again, you have a very strong support system around you, which offers that strength to you and the ability to keep that energy of this Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so like I said, I don't feel a loss for you at all. And then you got to consider this Ace of Pentacles that's over here as well. Okay, that if you're worried about financially you are fine. Okay, so next we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Pentacles coming up underneath the Nine of Pentacles. Nine reduces to seven, but I always enjoy seeing the Seven of Pentacles because it talks about history, it talks about longevity. Okay, um, and it's underneath this Nine of Cups. And I love this. I always connect these, L's, if you will, the within the spread, and they're not losses. Okay, this is longevity. This is elongating and connecting into each other. Okay, and so like I said, Nine of Cups, feeling secure within your accomplishments. Yes, it is sometimes very burdensome and it's overwhelming at times, but this is something you've been working on for quite some time. Okay, you are very skilled. Okay, and with everything that's been going on, either have been waiting to have this type of accomplishment with this Nine of Cups above it for a very long time. Okay, and again, you could be also still honing your skills with this Seven of Pentacles as well, and waiting for that big thing to happen for you. However, it is pointing towards this Nine of Pentacles, so you are still either reaching for this stability, in a financial sense. Okay, if you're really thinking about finances, you're working towards that. Keep building, keep growing towards it, and your harvest is going to come because this Nine of Pentacles, as you can see, there's fruits of labor around her. Okay, fruits of labor behind her. With the Seven of Pentacles, everything has been planted, and yes, there are flowers there, but the fruits have not grown yet. It's not ready for the harvest yet. Okay, and so you have been working towards that, and you will receive your just due. Okay, you just have to keep, either you're still working towards it, or this is something you've been dealing with for a very long time, so you're very skilled in what you do. That's why you're secure within yourself. Okay, so next you have the Hanged Man. Okay, the Hanged Man, which is up underneath the Tower. Okay, Seven of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, and it's talking about, with the Hangman, it's talking about looking at things from a different perspective. Okay, and so you may look at that. If you're a business owner, you may have to start looking at things from a customer standpoint. Even myself, when being a customer of someone, I look at things as if I were a business owner, and I always take into account their processes, their procedures, logistics, things of that nature. And I always understand from their viewpoint. However, and I don't always assume that I'm right. Okay, even though the slogan goes, I've worked in retail before, and the slogan always goes, customer is always right. Not necessarily. We only say that, and I think they only say that in retail is because you don't want to have to deal with conflict, and that is Seven of Wands territory. Okay. Now, of course, we don't have the Five of Wands here, but Seven of Wands is still conflict in a sense of, again, having to defend yourself. Okay. And so, while you can always be a perfectionist and make sure things are, to someone's liking, someone will always find a reason to dislike something, okay? And it could be just because they're a bitter ass person, okay? Point blank, period, because there are people out here that are like that. No shade, but it is. Okay, there are people that just are full on negative and will find something, anything minute to just hate, 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 hate. Okay, but you have to be the light in a sense of, again, referring to this being secure within yourself, honing your skill set, knowing what you know because you have taken the time to educate yourself on a vast majority of things related to your profession. And so, you can look at things from another point of view in this Knight of Pentacles. If this is not you, like I said, I feel like this is someone who supports you. They help you see, the other side of things. Okay. And they could bring, a little bit more light into the situation, uh, thinking outside of the box more than what you possibly do. Okay. And so it's always good to look at things from an opposing side so that way you see things from all sides of the box. Okay. And then you can have a conformed decision and be a little bit stronger in your defense. Okay. In a sense of not just defending yourself and who you are as a person, but defending whatever your processes are, whatever your procedures are, whatever your logistics are, in a sense of making sure that this Knight of Swords understands. Because again, you have this Hanged Man diagonal from the Knight of Swords and diagonal from the Seven of Wands. Okay, and so it's all about, sometimes it's all about, and I'm getting this energy of fine print, and that's what needs to be understood by this Knight of Swords. Okay, so if, for example, if you have a clause within your, let's say you handle food, and it says, uh, please state all allergies. And a lot of places, food places, restaurants, do this. If you have an allergy, you state it in the notes. Like if I order something from Uber Eats and I have an allergy to something, I have to say what that is and ask them to remove it from the food. If they don't, and I know I put the notation in there, that can cause, them to have to defend themselves. It could cause legal actions and things of that nature. But if you have it in a contract that says the customer is to state any allergies, there is your, I'm not going to say way out, but it's something that this person has to consider. Now, from a consumer standpoint, okay, a consumer can come out and say, and this is where the Hanged Man comes in, is, well, even though that's in the fine print, nobody reads the fine print anymore. Nobody, I can tell you right about now with what I deal with on a daily basis, nobody reads. People skim through things now. They don't read everything in its entirety. They read what they feel is important and they sign. That's what everybody does. So the things that, you have put in your contract, you have to end up reiterating verbally the important things that they should notate within something that they sign. Okay, sometimes we don't find out about things until after we sign it and we didn't read it, and it's like, did you read your contract? No. Well, maybe you should go back and read your contract, because it literally states within there that the consumer will inform the servicer of X, Y, and Z. Okay. And so that's what, again, it does not get you out of it. It just defends your stance. Okay. But understand things from a consumer standpoint as well. And sometimes always take the time to remember what it was like to be a consumer. And even when you're running a business, you're still a consumer yourself because you have to outsource things. Okay. For your business. Even outside of your business, you still have to go grocery shopping. You still have to do X, Y, and Z, and you're a consumer as well. So make sure you're always looking at things from another perspective of the other opposition so that way you can kind of come to a good consensus. Okay. So let's move on to Six of Swords. Okay, Six of Swords is up underneath this Knight of Swords. Okay, and coming after the Hanged Man. Okay, so you have, like I said, the Knight of Swords, Page of Wands. Okay, while like I said, some people just love to be able to hate on someone else or just are completely bitter, they will not get what they want. Okay, in the long run, they come charging forward thinking they have a case and they end up walking away with their tail tucked in between their legs. Okay, there's no other way to pretty much say that. Okay, and the fear that you had of, or possibly their mindset of, I'm going to take them for everything that they have, and that's because people are all looking for a way out. Okay. And unfortunately, that is the case when it comes to consumerism. Okay. Everyone's looking for that quick buck. Nobody wants to really work for it anymore. Okay. No shade to anyone who's like that, who this comes across. Maybe this is your hangman moment where you need to look at things from another perspective. But they will not get what they were aiming for. Okay. And crisis is averted. Okay. For you. Okay. So next is this Queen of Wands energy. Okay. Also popped up in Aquarius's reading. Okay. But the Queen of Wands showed up in the overall outcome towards the bottom of the deck. Okay. But it's coming up underneath this Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So again, and I'm feeling this energy of like bag secured. Okay. Secure bag. Okay. Because you are in your element. You are in this Queen of Wands stance on the masculine side of this reading. Okay. Of this spread. Love that it's up underneath this Ace of Pentacles because again, like I said, kind of like in your heart's desire reading, kind of offering some kind of consolation possibly to this person, just in good faith is probably what you will do, Aries, because that's the type of person that you are. Okay, you do things in good faith. Okay, while standing your ground. Okay, with this Page of Wands, this Queen of Wands energy. Okay, and so you secure this Ace of Pentacles in a sense of handling your business. And again, it is just within good faith of this person, okay, only. And to be done with them and kind of walk away from the situation, okay, unscathed, but showing that you are secure within who you are as an owner, if that is who you are, as that if that's part of your profession. Okay. Lastly, we have the Emperor, which is boss like status. Okay. Emperor is going straight for and looking at this Queen of Wands. Okay. Ancestor wise, if you had anyone before you that was, a boss or entrepreneur, things of that nature, they are looking over you and they are very proud of you. They have passed on their strength to you to be able to handle situations in the way that they would as well. Okay. And so they are watching over you. They have passed on as many lessons as they could to you and hoped that you observed what they did, as maybe you were a child watching a father figure of some sort, maintain a business or whatever the case may be, but they have instilled a lot within you, okay? And your strength, okay? This Emperor is on the opposite side of this strength card, okay? Whatever they've instilled that strength within you, okay? And so, and I love seeing it on the right side of your reading, and then the strength card on the left, which is showing how much you are kind of a spitting image, if you will, of that masculine energy that was before you as far as your ancestors are concerned. Okay, so they are with you and they are guiding you. And if you have any children, I feel like this Emperor and this strength is going to be passed on to your son or daughter, if you will, okay, to your children as well. And so this is going to start kind of that generational wealth if that is your ultimate goal, okay? So let's look at the bottom of the deck, Aries, for you guys, and it is Seven of Swords energy, okay? Seven of Swords. Every time when I see the Seven of Swords, I refer to it as kind of like the cleanup type vibe, okay? And so it is opposing this Knight of Pentacles energy, but it's kind of like facing away from it. I feel like it's time to clean up some energy around you, Aries, okay? As far as, because I feel like this connection to this Knight of Swords could have been maybe a referral, possibly of some sort, and that's what possibly caused the conflict, if you will. Okay, not that it was this Knight of Pentacles' fault, or anything, but it's something within your environment, someone within your environment or your energy, okay, that needs to kind of be cleaned up, okay? And it could be just a cleanup of your logistics, okay? That needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Maybe some signage or something like that. If you have a business operation that you have, maybe just, you know, personal signage put up throughout the store or whatever your location is, or just verbalizing, like I said again, those fine details that most people are not reading for face value, okay? It's all about communication because of this Eight of Wands energy, okay? That is right up underneath it. So fast moving communication can clean up a lot of things so that way you don't fall into this tower situation again in the future, all right? So Aries, that is all that I have for you guys today. We still have the All My Love readings, and I'm going to try and get those out as soon as I can. But until then, peace.